Welcome back to another edition of Research Fantasy presents our MLB DFS batter options for Friday, April 7th, 2017. This should be an exciting slate for hitting. I felt that way for quite a while, but the chalk just keeps on disappointing us. We're not necessarily going with the chalk options tonight anyway, so let's talk about our top 3 tournament hitters tonight. Number 1 on that list, and let me just say, usually I'm trying to look at under 3K, under 4K, and over 4K. Well, nobody on the 4K list is someone that I have a high amount of interest in tonight. It's not to say that I won't have some Trout, but I like some other players outside of that range. So let's start things off with a cheapie. Mike Zunino, 2,300 on FanDuel. Let me give you the profile of what Mike Zunino is. Mike Zunino is a guy who is 3 times this year going to be 1.2% owned and ends up with 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and like a bucket full of fantasy points. And some people are just going to be putting him in their lineup because he's all that fits. And Zunino's not a good hitter. Let's not try to make him out to be like a great hitter or anything like that. But Jesse Chavez is a pitcher that I want to target. Against right-handed hitting, he has a WOBA of 308, which really isn't that bad, but it's the 40.2% fly ball ratio, 16.3% home run to fly ball ratio, and the 34.4 hard hit percent that I really want to focus on. All that stuff makes Mike Zunino look like a guy who we already know he makes hard contact when he's actually able to hit the baseball. He really jumps off the page to me tonight to be a good value option that could really allow you to achieve some success in tournaments because he's going to be on nobody's radar. Next up, let's move into the outfield. Let's move on to Yoenis Cespedes, who's probably my favorite play of the game, 3,700 on FanDuel. Wei-Yin Chin is not a pitcher that I'm afraid of whatsoever. In 2016, he allowed a 334 WOBA, 40.9% fly ball percentage, 15.8% home run to fly ball ratio, 40.7% pull rate, and a 35% hard hit rate. All that, again, lines up for a guy like Cespedes, who we know can crush the baseball, to be in position to have a good night. I don't know why Wei-Yin Chin is so priced up on all the sites. I don't know why they view him as being a good pitcher. But the Mets have enough righty bats that I think could really give them some trouble tonight. I would really want to look at Yoenis Cespedes in a lot of my lineups. I'm fine with him in either format. One group of athletes we're not going to talk about today is the Yankees lefties. This is a premier matchup for them playing in Baltimore. With Ubaldo Jimenez, who's just awful, just all kinds of bad. 3.78 WOBA against lefties, 38.2% fly ball ratio, 15.2% home run fly ball, 47.5% pull, and a 31.1% hard hit. I'd like to see the hard hit more into the mid-30s, but whatever. Why is this important? The right field in Camden Park, 318 feet. That's not a lot of distance, so guys like Greg Bird, guys like Chase Headley, Jacoby Ellsbury, Brett Gardner, all in good position tonight to take advantage of bad Ubaldo. The last guy we're going to talk about today does kind of fly in the face of one of the pitchers that I took in a previous video, but I'm looking at Manny Machado, 3,800 on FanDuel, slow to get off the ground and running this season. Severino actually a bit of a reverse splits pitcher this year. Last year, I'm sorry, definitely not this year. His stat line looks like 370 WOBA, which is insanely high against righties. 35% fly ball, 17.5% home run to fly ball, 34.4% hard hit rate. If Severino is off of his game, or it doesn't even need to be off of his game, if he leaves one pitch out there for Machado to hit, it's a done deal. Done data, game over. So I like the idea of probably having like some ownership of Severino in my tournament lineups, and then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to have a stack with like Adam Jones, Manny Machado, Mark Trumbo, Maybe Jonathan Scope. I don't know. But those are the kind of guys that I think profile at least reasonably well against Severino. So our top 3 hitters once again tonight for tournaments: Mike Zunino, Yoenis Cespedes, Manny Machado. Thanks for listening to us today. Make sure to head over to researchfantasy.com, sign up for our MLB mailing list, subscribe to our YouTube channel below. Probably, let's see, right about there you want to click. And then head over to Facebook, like us there, follow us on Twitter at Research and Win. Hopefully this cough goes away by next week. Join us again tomorrow.